Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with the Arizona Wildcats to beat Michigan, but this is going to be a very, very close game
To the wire.
that goes down to the wire. Yep.
There you go.
As you mentioned.
I agree,
Speaking of through the wire, just some cultural musical reference, but Kanye West is back in the news for putting out Bully. Now, Bully, we have to talk about this, Canteen. I know this is we were supposed to do just sports today, but I'm going to throw some entertainment in here.
Nah, you good, bro.
This new album, if you look at the videos and visuals for this new album, they're very heavy on the religious aspects. Some of the videos, including videos inside of churches and stuff, like the song with Travis Scott.
Right.
Now, we also know before Kanye West turned into an anti-Semite and started railing on the Jewish people, which was completely abhorrent and unacceptable, and what made me disgusted in him as a person, included the way he, masquerades around his wife. But that's another subject for another day. Not even speaking of that, he has now completely made another 180. Before that, he was Christian, right? We remember he even had a show.
Jesus Walks.
He had a show with Joel Osteen. He was on Joel Osteen's show.
Right.
So he went from a hugely religious person to a anti-Semite, pretty much anti-Christ, if you want to say, kind of individual, and now back to a Christian sort of individual. And now he wants forgiveness. He disses on the album Pusha T, and I think it might have been Pusha T and somebody else, and J. Cole maybe. Anyways, he disses them for not being there when he's down. It's like, bro, you weren't just down. You were being very, very racist and hateful and bigotry.
A lot of bigotry
in front of us. And if you just had put something off 2 months ago and all of a sudden just went away for a little bit and came back, reinvent it, you can't keep doing that. You can't reinvent yourself every 2 years and decide that that's okay for everybody.
I got you, bro. That's so true.
I mean?
Yeah,
Speaking of Christianity, we'll stay on topic because the Chicago Bulls, shout out to the Barry Alecastle for asking us about this. This is what happened, Barry, and I love you too. I saw your message. Jaden Ivey was released from the Chicago Bulls. So what happened here is, first of all, he was hurt. So because he was hurt, they ended up sidelining him for the rest of the season. Then, as he was out for the rest of the season, he got on Instagram and other social platforms, which is the first mistake is doing that. But anyways, went into almost hour-long rants on multiple occasions, not just about the Christian faith, but about LGBTQ members and other sorts of things. He was subsequently released by the Chicago Bulls, who said it wasn't necessarily for his views, but for him causing disruption to the team by speaking out on those views.
Right.
So I have two ways of looking at this, Canteen, and I'm glad you're on today because it's a perfect subject for us to really talk about. Because I really want to get your thought. Because first of all, I went back and I listened to the comments because when I first heard the story, I was like, man, he must have said something really bad,
like detrimental.
Like F you, stupid, blah, 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 and calling him all kinds of derogatory terms, whatever. I thought that's what happened. So I went back and I listened, and he said he was talking about the unrighteousness of the NBA for promoting Pride Month and the LGBTQ because he's a Christian and he believes that in the Bible it says, obviously, that you're not supposed to, that homosexuality is a sin, basically. Right? So, fine. That is what you believe as a Christian, right? Both you and I, as Christians, believe in that as well, right? Now, there is a difference, though, in you believing in something and keeping your beliefs to yourself at a professional environment.
I'm not saying he can't resurface if he got faith and trust and believe. But
I believe he'll come on with another team, sure. Like Utah might pick him up. They're very religious down there. You never know, right?
But like I said, the odds are really stacked against you, and that's why you have to know.
Facts.
There's a time and place for everything. That's in the Bible. There's a time and place for everything. And you have to be cognizant of who you are around in what you're doing, because some people are very sensitive and some people take things out of context. My religious views, I'm not going to dump them on you, Omar.
Right.
You could be an atheist and don't believe in God. That we're still friends.
Thank you.
I'm not going to force my Christianity on you. Why?
And that's what it is that people don't know that you don't have to force things on people. If people want stuff, they will come to you for that. If I know Canteen's a Christian and I need Christianity advice, I will go and ask Canteen.
Or I'll give you a good example. Whatever I post on my social media platform, if it's a Bible verse, I'm not looking for everybody to like it. I'm not looking for everybody to accept it because that's what I believe.
Right.
That ain't gonna make me not. Well, Omar didn't heart my. Why?
And this is what it really boils down to: is as Christians, we follow Jesus, and Jesus would not have treated any gay people like this. And I know that might be an unpopular opinion in the
and a lot of people get mad about that,
and they may get mad about it. But the fact is, I have a lot of gay friends, and I have no problem with their lifestyle because you choose to do what you want to do and live your life how you want to live it. And I am not going to try to impose my views on you, whether I agree with it or not.
Let me say this, man. And I don't want to dig too deep because I don't have a heaven or hell to put anybody in.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment live streams and videos.